Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with the Layered Christmas Stencils Collection. You can make fabulous, unique Christmas cards just with stencils. Love it. A little die cutting. If you wish, you don't have to get the die, but the die gives you that ability to pop up the sentiments on each one. And if you don't like the color, you can just stencil another one and then cover over this one. You can still save your card. Alrighty, crafters, let's get into this video. Let's get started. This layered Christmas collection is only 3 pieces. 3 sets of stencils, and they all have a coordinating die for the sentiment, that focal point sentiment, as you can see here. Let's start off with the wonderful Christmas tree. This one is called the Layered Joy Tree Stencils. Each set of stencils are 6 stencils in total. The numbers for these stencils, which is extremely important if you want to get it clean. And this time, I certainly did do that. You know, when it comes to multiple stencils, I'm not the greatest stenciler, and I didn't want to, have any mixing. I have different shades of green going on, different shades of red, all sorts of good stuff. The numbers, I'm going to bring it up close to you. Hope you can see it through my finger. Bottom left corner. Put the stencils in order. You can even check them while you go from like 1 to 2. Just check that your 2 isn't facing backwards, etc. Because these all layer up, okay? But once you just take that extra time just to do that, smooth sailing. Another tip for these stencils. This time, I went ahead and used the registration marks. I just left this one. My last card was the Merry Christmas. Even for just the sentiment, I still went oversize. See how the offset works? If you eyeball it, you can mix this up. And this is actually me going back in twice. I had done the joy in red and then the outline here in brown. I went back in with gold pigment ink after taking the stencil off because of the registration marks. Every single one of these cards, I use an oversized sheet of Hammermill cardstock. Think 5.5 inch wide by about 6.5 inch. I went wide. This one is not as super wide, but I went really wide. See how the registration marks work? And this will not affect your A2 card in the end, but the registration marks really help. So I just took a slim black Sharpie. You can use a pencil too, and did like that around the 4 corners. Line it up, and then every single one I would come back in. Same thing again. Use those registration marks. This will really help you to control how everything falls, which is fabulous. Made my life so much easier. You come on first, then you go again. The last 2 on each one of them, that's where the sentiment is. This is the one I was telling you. Don't eyeball it for all 3 sets. But I think it's fabulous. The only thing that would take you time is choosing the colors, like, what colorway do I want to go? As you can see, I'm doing like a corally, pinky colorway. Let me give you a measurement of what this is fully done. You're looking at 5 inches by 3.5. With the tree layered up, different shades of green. I was going into my Gina K inks. You guys know I love my Gina K ink. Plus, I love this set from Alta New. It's a set of 4 with the silver sage, eucalyptus, jade, forest. These green inks appear in different combinations on all 3 sets. Love, love, love. And then I played here within this colorway. Lipstick, red hot, a little bit of red velvet on the cards as well. Okay? For this ink blending too, I used this size of ink blending tools. I have 3 brands here. The Rabbit Hole, Cat Scrappiness, and Alta New. If you have any of these or just smaller, you need something smaller. Not the super tiny one. That's more for like a true spot. The die is optional. Love the die because I have the sentiments on all 3 cards popped up, but at the same time, if I don't like how this turned out, like let's say now I love it now, but tomorrow I'm like, I don't like the red with it doesn't go. I can stencil another one, cut it, and just cover this and I'm done. Oh, you know I love that, right? I do have this recessed. You guys know I love to do that. It's like a shaker without the acetate and the bits. It's just a piece of foam lining here, 1/8 of an inch foam. I'm using the Essential Arches die set. Love. This was on sale recently with the die cutting sale. I made this into a shaped card. So on the back here, cut the largest one. This is a A2 size. And then I just scored here at 1/2 of an inch. Glue 2 pieces together. Have that foam. And then on the top, the frame is just the outer piece and then the third one in. Not the second one. That's too thin of a frame. The third one coming in to create that frame in this pink colorway, which I can't remember what cardstock this is. I actually cut this out in different colors. I did green, I did red, but I like this dark pink picking up these colorways in here. I think that's cute. And then the little touches of gold. And finished it off with some green gems throughout. Love. And I also used my white jelly roll pen. I looked at some examples on the Spellbinders website. Just came in with some little dots and doodads. You don't have to do it, but I think it adds something to it. What do you guys think? I love this. Love the tree. And this just comes together so easy when you do that registration. Cut your cardstock oversized if you do get it. Just do the registration marks for your sanity and you'll be like, oh. Like I said, the only thing that's going to take you time is, what color should I put for the leaf? What other color should I use? Up next, Layered Merry Christmas Foliage. This one, I purposely did not use the white jelly roll pen. I just wanted to show you what it would look like without the highlights. So it's still great. There's nothing wrong with it. But you can do the dots if you wish or not. I just wanted to have one. I can obviously go back in now and do my thing, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like without it. This card was inspired by this example on the Spellbinders website. I loved the blue sentiment with the Merry Christmas. I just couldn't change it. I was like, I'm inspired by it. I'm going to go blue. In the background here, I have Spellbinders raindrop cardstock. This is a lot of ink blending and such. Made easy, registration marks. Do those little corners. If you love this look and you've always wanted to do ink blending but not rip your hair out. All 3 stencils, fabulous. Coordinating die, fabulous. What I did do though, for my sanity, on stencil number 5, the first one that says Merry Christmas, underneath here, lined up the stencil. On the card base, I actually, in very light gray, ink blended Merry Christmas. So when I brought the die on, I knew where to line it up. Each one of these sentiments, there is a joy inked on the card base. There's a Merry Christmas inked on the card base. Then I put the die cut on the top for alignment, because if I had the open space, I might have gone a different angle. So I did take my time with this one. Just very happy with how it all came out. Once I did certain things to prepare myself so the ink blending didn't go crazy. And I love how, see how the stencils line up? You don't see this going into this because I'm going from green into pink, etc. Just so love this blue colorway. And I love it against the raindrop cardstock. All shades of blue and then this corally pinky color. So love. So that one is Layered Merry Christmas Foliage with the coordinating die. Can you just ink blend this without this and use it on a card? Of course, all these sentiments, once you have that die, you can use them somewhere else because this is separated from this once you have the die. So you can make another card and put this on it. Aha! Lastly, there is the Layered Noel Foliage. Again, 6 stencils. Noel is upside down. With the coordinating die. Love. This one I chose to put on Spellbinders Fluted Classic Rectangles. Again, super sale just the other day with the die cutting sale. I know it ended. I was like, oh. So I did red cardstock in the background and I chose a red that was very close to this red hot color from Gina K. In here, I'm using Spellbinders enamel dots in the Christmas colorway. And this one, I actually did use opal gems. I like how the enamel matches that. I don't know. I liked it better with the enamel. And this one, I really went all the way with the highlights with the jelly roll pen. This time, I went into the sentiment with dots as opposed to that. So you can see I was just exploring techniques with each one of these cards. Some of them I didn't do anything, but I love the pop of this tealy, turquoisey look. One of the colors I did bring in along with the Gina K is this color. This is Altenew Pool Fresh Dye Ink, but it is in this tealy, turquoisey way. Love. And of course, you could use this Noel by itself somewhere else. So these are my 3 layered Christmas stencil collection cards. Super easy to come together. Have a ball with it. I think they are gorgeous. I think it's unique and fun. Play with as little colors as you want or as many colors as you want. So you can change it up over and over. You can even bring in pastes. The only one I did a paste with was here. This was the glitter gel, but it took so long to dry. I was like, okay, I'm not bringing any more to gel. I just wanted to stencil, and keep going, not wait. You know what I mean? Alrighty, crafters. I hope you guys really love these cards. I think these are fabulous and they're not like super high. So then your postage is like minimal. Love that. Love that. These cards are not like super thick at all, but still just pretty and pack a pow. Love them. And if I had to pick a favorite, at first I loved the Joy, but then I love the Merry Christmas. I like the Noel. And of course, if I changed the colorway, then maybe I would like this one over that. Alrighty, crafters. Everything will be detailed and linked below. I love this so much. It's so pretty. Okay, crafters, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.